Please help me in welcoming Mayor Ed Lee to the stage.
Thank you for that introduction, Melanie, and it's my pleasure to join all of you here at this 100% Renewable Energy Conference. 100%. But it's great to be here in San Francisco, to be the mayor of such a wonderful, wonderful city. I just had an opportunity to bump into some good friends, the mayor of Lancaster, representatives from San Diego, the mayor of Greensburg. I understand there's 7 different countries represented here, 4 different continents coming here to talk about not just the idea of 100% renewable, how can we really get there? Because this is what mayors have to do. We don't anymore are interested in announcing goals. We actually want to get them done. And we have, in my opinion, and this is what I really wanted to welcome you with, is you not just have a commitment from San Francisco. You know, I can stand here for 10 minutes and brag about all the things that my previous mayor had done, which I could do very easily because Gavin was a wonderful policy wonk-oriented environmental leader, but he got us going. But what he asked me to make sure I did as I took over for him as he became lieutenant governor is make sure you implement the things that we promised to do. Because it is in that spirit that our generations of people that are inheriting our responsibilities in government or become new residents and visitors to this city will learn it was never about making an announcement. It's about getting it done so that we can be a better city. So today, I'm glad to welcome this wonderful conference because I know that in the interaction with all the different voices from academia, from business, from nonprofits, from other government officials, it's this interaction that will let us know what really is working, where can we put the risk and the resources in to get the biggest benefit and the biggest bang out of. And we want to do this for the world because our city is engaged more and more as being an international city. And I, just coming back from China last week, I realized more and more how other countries and other international cities are looking to places like San Francisco and other places to see where we're going. You know, I tried to brag when I was in China. I began in Beijing and Guangzhou by suggesting we're doing pretty good as a city in economic recovery. We have some 27 cranes. So my counterparts in Beijing and Guangzhou are 27 cranes. We have that right down 2 blocks. And the conversation in their bragging rights had been in past years when I went to China. They were always talking about their GDP and how the city was doing economically. Qualitatively, this trip was a little different. They're not talking so much about GDP anymore as the most important thing. They're talking about the quality of life in their city. And they're suggesting that they have a challenge that we're already meeting in San Francisco with our renewable energy portfolio, that they must do better as cities if they're going to be housing 28 million, 50 million residents coming in to live in the city and around it. They've got to deal with their environment. I just came from a groundbreaking of a brand new 27-floor office building that had the boldness of announcing that they will be LEED Platinum office building in San Francisco. The Kilroy building that's going to house Salesforce. And they know that by that very announcement, they're setting the stage for every other skyscraper downtown and in and around that building to be challenged to do the right thing, to do a responsible thing, to take the energy savings challenge of our green building ordinance, to take the job-creating ideas from our clean tech industry and to mold them into the very fabric of developing and building office buildings in downtown where the growth of the city is beginning to see historic levels of comeback. How we build our city is as important as announcing the need to rebuild it itself, because we've got to take care of future generations. We have to be much more responsible. So I say to you here, a great big thanks to all of you under the leadership of the Renewables 100 Institute to have this conference in San Francisco. Obviously, on a nice sunny day as this, you experienced a wonderful climate that we have, but it is our responsibility to protect it. And we do it in so many ways. Not just in the pronouncements of the most walkable city, the greenest city in North America, the green building policies that we have, but even in the most recent things that we've done, not just with this building that we have, but you take a look at the most marvelous, and I hope you have an opportunity to see it tonight. You look at the Bay Lights, the most marvelous art piece of work of 25,000 LED lights, and yet the cost of that energy will not exceed $15 a day for the next 2 years, each year. Yet it spans the whole bridge from Treasure Island to San Francisco, one of the most marvelous delights that will draw some $97 million of additional revenue to the city, some 50 million visitors that will come in the next 2 years because of that artwork. But it is being created and done in the most responsibly energy efficient way. This is how we still continue to create the most marvelous things that we have and build the most wonderful things that we have, but we do it in the most responsible way. I want to say that all of our policies are paying off. We have a strong, if not stronger, Go Solar program. And David Hochschild, we're going to get the additional final $1 million to match the $5 million that we have soon. We're working on it. Solar is the way forward. I know the city of Lancaster is about to announce they're going to go 100% for their whole city. Yes, they already have. And that's going to be a wonderful challenge to us as we look at how do we implement it. Our Energy Watch programs that we have are creating 180 new jobs. We've got 1,000 green-collar employees working in our city. Our Gold Solar program has created over 100, and we're going to create even more jobs for our disadvantaged so they can see a path forward to be joining in this wonderful, wonderful movement. We have a lot to celebrate, a lot to talk about, but I want to be challenged. I want our government, our private sector, our nonprofits, all to be challenged by our Department of Environment and all of the ideas that you have here at this conference. We need to be challenged. We need to be more responsible. We need to get these goals implemented so that we can be the best example, whether it's Frankfurt, whether it's all the other countries that are around here. We want to join them in a sister cityhood that gets the job done for the rest of the world, because China and the other countries are looking for examples. They're looking for a way forward, not a way out, a way forward. They need our leadership. They need our technology and commitment. They need our open government attitude about this. And that's the way we do it. You've got to keep pressuring us to be more open in our government. I've been, admittedly, a 23-year bureaucrat in the city. The most exciting years I've had is implementing our environmental goals. And we're going to get to zero waste in our city in 2020. We're going to get renewable energies 100% by 2020. We have that as not only a goal, we have the programs that will implement it, and we have the willpower through the government agencies, the Board of Supervisors, and the mayor to join this. So this conference will be of great help in making sure that the best ideas, the workable ideas come forward, and I know all of you will be that much more responsible in giving us those ideas. So I am excited to hear the outcomes of this. I hope you enjoy yourself while you're here in our city. Make sure you make a round at the Bay Lights in the evening while you're enjoying yourselves all in the daytime. So thank you for having this wonderful conference here, and congratulations on coming together. Thank you.